Hi, my name's Lauren and I'm going to be showing you some different ways how to cook eggs today. So here we've already made a poached egg, which can either be eaten by itself or you can make an eggs benedict, which is an English muffin, Canadian bacon, and then a poached egg on top. So to make a poached egg, you first have to get a saucepan like this, and you have to first simmer it over medium heat, and then once it's simmering, you have to create a vortex, which means you take the handle of a spatula or spoon and you just spin it around until it makes a whirlpool. So then once it has like a strong whirlpool, all you do is you crack the egg inside the whirlpool, and the whirlpool will like suction the egg and whirl it around, and you just cover it and you let it sit for 5 minutes, and then you have a poached egg like this. So next I'm going to show you how to make a hard-boiled egg, which is really popular to make around Easter time, but you can have any time during the year. So first, when you do a hard-boiled egg, you want to have enough water so it covers about 1 inch or 2 of the egg, and then you just put the egg in. You wait for it to boil, so you have to put it on high heat. Once it starts boiling, you put it on low heat and wait for it to simmer for a minute, and then after that all you do is you cover it and you let it sit for 12 minutes. And then after that, it'll be a cooked hard-boiled egg. So after the hard-boiled egg was sitting covered for 12 minutes, you want to put it in a bowl of iced water immediately to stop the cooking process. And then after you let it sit for a few minutes and it's cold, you can peel it. So you'll just crack the egg, and then I peel it under water because it helps the shell come right off. And then you just peel the egg until all the shell is off, and then you'll be able to eat your hard-boiled egg. So this is what a hard-boiled egg should look like after you cut into it. As you can tell, the yolks are completely hard, and you want to make sure that they are fully cooked in order to prevent any foodborne illnesses that you may get if you consume raw eggs. Next, I'm going to show you how to scramble an egg, which is my favorite way to cook an egg. So first, you just want to crack an egg into a small or medium-sized mixing bowl, and then you'll just take a whisk. If you don't have a whisk at home, you can also use a fork to do this, and you just want to whisk the egg. This helps incorporate air into the egg, so it'll give it a more fluffy texture. So after you whisk it, you're going to take your frying pan and you're just going to put it on medium-high heat. You're going to want to make sure you spray it thoroughly with cooking spray so that the eggs don't get stuck to the pan. You spray it. Now it's going to take some time for it to heat up, but then after it's heated up, you can pour the eggs into the pan. And you're just going to wait until they set. So as you can see, the eggs are starting to set. You can tell that they're starting to set because they're becoming more opaque and white instead of liquidy and runny. So you're just going to wait, and then once they start to set more, you basically just scramble the egg. So you can kind of do whatever you want. I tend to like my eggs to have bigger chunks, so I tend to keep them together more, but some people like them to be really fine. So you just move them around so they're scrambled. These are one of the easier eggs to make because it's really difficult to mess them up. You just kind of keep moving them around. You can flip them over. And you just really want to make sure that the eggs are cooked thoroughly and do not have any runny or liquid consistency to it at all, because it's very important to thoroughly cook any type of egg you eat. So they're just about ready, and as you can tell, they're firm, there's no liquid consistency, so these eggs are ready to eat. So these are some ways to cook eggs where you're just eating the egg. But there's other ways to cook eggs where you're incorporating other ingredients such as vegetables and meats and cheeses. One way, common ways are the quiche and frittata. Many people don't know the difference between the two. Both of them are baked in a dish similar to this, but a quiche has a crust and has a more custard-like consistency because you add milk and cream to it, whereas a frittata is just the eggs and whatever toppings you incorporated into it. Another common way to eat eggs is the omelet, which you cook in a frying pan, just like this, and you just incorporate whatever meats, cheeses, and vegetables you would like into an egg that's being cooked in a frying pan, and then you flip it over with a spatula, and then you fold it over, and that's how you eat an omelet. So now I just want to talk to you a little bit about the nutritional benefits of eggs. Eggs have had a bad reputation in the past because of the high cholesterol content. But you can still have cholesterol, it's an important part in your diet, and eggs are the gold standard for protein because it has one of the highest biological content of protein. Also, it's important to keep in mind that if you eat the egg without the yolk, it's no longer a complete protein, meaning it doesn't have all 9 essential amino acids that you need to have. So it's important to eat both the egg yolk and the egg white to get the full nutritional benefits of eggs.